Staples Center. Boys and gorgeous, the setting for tonight's NBA game. Live from Los Angeles, we proudly bring you the Clippers at the Staples Center. This game marks the end of a road trip for the Lakers. They're looking to snag one here before heading home. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead, then try to get this one over early.
Checking out Los Angeles, they've actually taken the NBA by storm since the season kicked off. They put themselves right in the mix with the league's top teams when most people thought they'd be bottom feeders.
I know it's early, Clark, but the way they've looked, I think they'll be in that mix all the way to the end.
Now the Lakers starting group. Fry in at point guard. Randall out there with Young. Then it's DeRozan, and it's McDaniel at the 5 down low. Now here's Fry. Left side, DeRozan unloads from 13, and that is good.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against New Orleans.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
So it's the Clippers now. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were really in a funk from the field, guys. Credit the defense, definitely, but even when they got open looks, they did not hit it.
Hey, Steve, me and you flub up words and misstate things on occasion. So do these players have bad nights. It happens.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
McDaniel, the pass to Fry. Outside DeRozan. 5 to shoot. The outside leaner, and he nails the jumper. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Pass to Paul. To the wing right side. Redick dishes to Griffin. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Young kicks to Fry. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's McDaniel, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Out to the right wing. Here's the lob to the hoop. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Randall. DeRozan against Griffin. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. All sorts of time. Randall grabs the board. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Fry, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. They now lead as the free throw drops for him. And it's the Clippers' ball. Paul with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
Throws it up high. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
And here is Los Angeles now. Paul passes to Hunter. Dishes it to Redick. The pass to Paul. 6 to shoot. That's good. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's DeRozan. Good. DeRozan's got 6 points. Clippers trailed by 3. Ball outside to the wing right side. Kicks it to Redick. Ball is screen on Young. Nice job coming off that screen. He has 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. 5th, the Clippers.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
Fry with the ball. Defended by Paul. And here's Randall. 9 points last game out. The dish to Fry. Clock is at 3 and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. 3rd in rebound, 5th in assists. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
Now here's Redick. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Ball goes in. Lets it go from 11. Another one falls for the Clippers.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's Fry. He had 28 points in the win against New Orleans. Tries it from 9. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Now here's Redick. DeRozan defending. Redick dishes to Paul. Again, the Clippers. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Fry kicks to Randall. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Young with the steal. He feeds it to Fry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fry's got 5.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Kevin McHale. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys. We'll see if they can even it up.
And Doris, thank you so much. And guys, how do you view coach's strategy in terms of limiting those shooters?
I think he's got the right idea. I mean, you've got to make the shooters as uncomfortable as possible.
Well, that's easier talked than walked, Steve. I mean, they rarely get rattled. They shoot with such great composure, even under the most intense defensive pressure.
Now, here's Rubio. Now, here's Fry. He dishes it to Hill. Rubio outside. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And it's DeRozan missing. The Clippers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. 1:05 left in the first quarter. It's tipped, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Hill sets the screen for Rubio. Johnson outside. Now, here's Fry. He's guarded closely. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Hill throws it down.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for him.
Here's Griffin after Jordan Hill's bucket. That's good.
And they got exactly what they wanted against that defense.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Rubio kicks to Fry. from 12 feet out. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the...
And there's the foul. Changing it up here. Lakers leading by 6. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Bryant, he's in at point guard. Young is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniel at center. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Redick passes to Paul. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Clarkson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And checking out some numbers for Paul. Some tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 19 points a game, 7 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
Here's Fry, following the basket by Chris Paul. And Fry kicks to Young. Off the pick. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Clippers trail by 6. Paul with the ball. Out-guarded by Fry. Paul passes to Hunter. Back to Paul. He kicks it to Redick. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Fry. He's got 7. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Redick. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Redick's got the ball.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball on the open floor.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers. That's allowing them to get into transition.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
They now take the lead. Pause at 5 minutes.
Offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Now Fry. Right now averaging 31 points a game. There's a screen. Here's McDaniel. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
And Redick kicks to Paul. It's DeRozan with the drive. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 8. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here's Fry. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Deflects the pass. Hunter, the pass to Jordan. The feed to Redick. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Paul dishes to Reddick. Lock at 6. Shot from 12. Good defensive work there by Young. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Releases from 15. No good from Fry.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Passes to Hunter. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jumper for 2. That's 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Now here's Reddick. DeRozan defending. Shot to stop the drought. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Puts it up from 12. No good.
Great box out there, getting between his man and the basket.
Reddick with it, and Young picks him up defensively. That gives them the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Now, here's Fry. He's got 7. That one wide left. Clippers shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. They set the pick. Here's Hunter. Misses the 3.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now, here's Fry. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads from 13. And he gets the bucket. Fry's got 9. Paul with the ball. Down low. Here's Hawes. And he can't jam it through.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Los Angeles.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
You know, Paul is playing really well. 18 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the 3-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Reddick there at the back. And it's Hunter in it, small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale. And Reddick kicks to Paul. And there's the 5. It'll go on the whistle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Outside Jordan. Now Griffin inside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations. Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Lakers. He lobs it up, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
And Fry kicks to DeRozan. Feeds it to Fry. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good from Young.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Clippers trail by 4. And it's Paul penetrating. Shoots from 12. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
post, defended by Paul. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Chris Paul picks up that one. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well all season long from the free throw line, about 81%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Clippers. Wilcox comes in for J.J. Redick. Paul passes to Jordan. Bullock dishes to Wilcox. Elbow shot. Count that one.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
The Lakers in the lead. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Shot from 12. No good from Fry.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Pelicans got the job done. He finished with 28 points, but also put up 4 boards. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on the show,
Really shaking.
man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that one. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Lays it in off the breakaway. And now a 4-point Laker lead.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
McMillan's checked in. So both teams making some changes. Here. And Los Angeles guys shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And Rubio kicks to DeRozan. Left side, DeRozan. 2 on the clock, and the jumper falls for him. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Present our State Farm of the game with 5 total assists in the game. We've seen some great passing tonight from Fry.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assists like the one we just saw.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Fry, he's in at the point. Randall out there with DeRozan. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's McDaniel at the center position. They get it again. Griffin. Here's Hawes. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Hawes got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Clippers. Rubio outside. To the inside. McDaniel. Guarded by Hawes. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Fry.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off setting him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Hunter, the pass to Hawes. Pass to Griffin. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Griffin's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Clippers. Here's Fry. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Wilcox dishes Durrett, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Fry. Defense is right there. And Rubio kicks the Fry to the paint. Here's McDaniel. Up and in on the layup.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Hunter, the pass to Griffin. Can't hit. And the Lakers take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Rubio in the corner. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Fry, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Jordan, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ball comes in for Wilkins. And the Lakers also making a switch. Young's checked in. Into Jordan. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass. He did it well.
Fry dishes 2 to Rosen. The pass to Fry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Fry's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, those are key baskets. We know he can deliver down the stretch.
Ball goes in, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Fourth quarter of play.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Did you see his balance there, guys? Really faded away. I think that's why he missed.
To take the lead, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and Reddick kicks the ball. Pass to Hunter. This is to Griffin. He feeds it to Reddick. Blocked. Now, here's Fry, defended by Paul. Fry with the ball. Here's the screen. Passes it to McDaniel. Changes up. He takes it up and lays it in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace and sending shots back.
Hey guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Here's Griffin, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, Blake Griffin has been getting it done. He's got 17 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Fry passes to Randle. Paul with the steal. Kicks it to Reddick. Here's the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game. Defense like that.
Lakers trailed by 3. And here is Fry. Now the dish to Randle. And there's the pass to McDaniel. And he gets the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, trying to force this team into some bad shots.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying all night buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Griffin hits the jump hook. Griffin's got 20.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Now, here's Fromm, defended by Paul. To McDaniel. He dishes it to Fromm. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Randall. Rejected by Jordan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now, here's Fromm.
This is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. Just let him go. Who cares?
Gets it to go.
Oh, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, it's really picking it up.
Young in the corner. He kicks it to Fromm. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This isn't just a good fourth quarter. I mean, he's been outstanding. 6 straight buckets here.
Close game, too. Intense action at both ends, and he is absolutely delivering right now.
Dives for it. Lakers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's McDaniel. Sinks it.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
This could be a turning point.
Having critical possession here.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And that's an intentional foul. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. They're both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Looking to end the run. Baseline J on the way. Jordan connects.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
1-2 punch. You gotta love it. Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. And here is Los Angeles now. Redick dishes to Paul. High post shot. Oh, missed it.
Really alert play on the glass to get some second chance points. He's having one of those games we've been very accustomed to seeing from him.
What great competition so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these 2 teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. CP3 at point with Reddick there at the back. Griffin at the 4 with Pause at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. 4 on the shot clock. And Fry gets to DeRozan. Misses off the right iron. The Clippers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. The drive by Paul. The feed out to Hawes. Back to Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. And it's the Lakers ball. Here's Fry. Passes it to McDaniel. Off the screen. And he hits the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. We play just over a minute here in OT. Now Hawes feeds it to Griffin. Clock at 6, and he gets it to go. Griffin's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Well, they need those points, and he's the guy to go to right now.
He will be if the defense stays the same. He's got way too much height for that scheme to work.
McDaniel, the pass to Randall.
Hammer time! Hammer time! That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body. Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Griffin goes in, pass to Paul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Now, here's Fry, covered by Reddick. Dishes it to Fry. Shot clock at 6. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
He's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Reddick with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And here is Hawes. Paul dishes to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 28 points for Blake Griffin.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Fry with the ball. Shot's good. Fry's got 35.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Paul kicks to Hunter. He feeds it to Griffin. Can't get it to go.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
They set the pick. Here's Fry. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And he misses the fast break layup.
Oh, perfect opportunity to finish the break. He blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Here's the pass to McDaniel. Here's Randall. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
Space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Jordan, he's checked in for Spencer Hawes. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jordan kicks to Reddick. Shoots the 3. Laces one from 3.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge bucket.
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. The Lakers with the ball, and so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Chris Paul.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
Kicks it to Reddick. From downtown, buries the triple. A tremendous three to tie it up.
You gotta love to see that kind of range. He's been lighting up outside.
Here's Fry. Oh, and a chance to win the game. I'll get back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. With Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Dorisberg, this is Kevin Harlan. We're going to keep this one going. Now here's Griffin. And the wide open shot from Paul to take the lead. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistent, pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league. It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Griffin, no one around him. Up again, and the dunk by Jordan. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Those are exactly the kind of hustle plays that can really spark a team. That's solid work down in the paint area.
Fry with the ball. Chris Paul covering. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Shot's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's Fry, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Fry's got 39.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And again, it's Chris Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles guys shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
And we're seeing more and more of that, it seems, guys, out of the point guard spot in the NBA these days.
Griffin kicks to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up with a strike. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And DeRozan throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. Potential momentum builder.
Lakers trailed by 3. Fry passes to DeRozan. The dish to Fry. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Man, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
Into Jordan. It's deflected. The solo fast break goes up. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays Clark just like that.
After the hustle plays, often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Reddick dishes to Griffin. Into Jordan. Off the run. Sinks it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. And I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Run. Nails it.
He's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Ball goes in. Here's Griffin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they got the clock stopped.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And you know, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
Here's Fry.
utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basket.
Here is Paul. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Hunter. Plenty of space. It's full. A huge shot to tie it up. Here's Fry. Off the screen. And jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Yeah, I think it's up there for sure. I don't think I've had many other games where I've been this effective on the offensive end. There might have been a few where I've had a more complete game, but this is probably the most best offensive game I've had so far, for sure.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. That about does it for Clark Kellogg's.